Lopez to the halfway line to Casardo. Casardo back to Lopez. Barcelona playing a little bit of keep ball without going far forward, but it plays in towards the centre spot where Pedri takes over. Most of these options are to the right, and in the end it's nicely played by Lopez, but Casardo got a toe in it, and as it balloons back towards the 18-yard box of Olympiacos away to my left-hand side. Cushioned header back by Ortega, and Slakis rolls it out overarm to Costina. Podence tries to swing a ball across the face of the goal. It's a clever ball looking for Martins, but Koundé was already on the premises and gets it back to Szczesny. Barcelona just having a moment now. They were well on top when the goal went in, but since then it's sort of starting to be more of an even game as Koundé puts the ball out of the way on the far side. 25 on the clock here at the Estadio Olympic Luis Company, which is the old 1992 Olympic Stadium. Barcelona 1, Olympiacos 0. Barcelona scoring from Fermin Lopez on 7. Ayoub El Kaabi, little layoff on the edge of the box. Koundé back to Szczesny, away to my right, who thumps a long ball out towards Rashford. Panagiotis Retsos heads it to his left-hand side, where Lorenzo Perola puts a long ball forward, and Koundé puts the ball out of play. Going to be a throw to Olympiacos. Not too sure I would have been happy with Marc Casardo's attempt to roll the ball back some 20 yards beyond the point of where the ball went out. Might have been having a few words in my playing days. Far side of the pitch, Ortega looking to throw it towards the penalty area. El Kaabi comes across his man, tries to turn away. Gets away from Pedri, sends it back. Retsos out to Costina. Costina down the line. Podence, chance to whip this ball in. Garcia comes to meet him. He's on the edge of the penalty area. Sets the ball back to Costina. Costina, left foot in. Really wanted it on his right side there. Didn't actually happen. Barcelona cleared the ball to Marcus Rashford, who thought he was fouled 12 yards outside his own penalty area. Costina plays it out to Podence. Costina goes on the overlap as well, pulls it back to the penalty spot. Cleared this time by Casardo. Podence again, give and go. Olympiacos opening up Barcelona. Koundé at the back post has to head the ball away. Martins tries to volley it back into the danger area. Gets caught there by Yamal. Constantinos is trying to get there inside the penalty area, but the referee Schneider says nothing doing. I think that may well be out of look, and again a strong challenge now. All of a sudden Barcelona have gone deep into their own shells at the moment and allowing Olympiacos to come forward. Martins put the ball back in. It hit Koundé, and then there was a tangle of legs between Yamal and Gelson Martins. Don't think they're really looking at it per se, but Martins has gone over at the first opportunity, and I think the referee's decision was quite right. But it is a free kick. And it's a free kick which Santiago Hezet is about to whip into the Barcelona penalty area away to my right-hand side. Szczesny looks out to the angle of his 18-yard box where the side meets the top. Two-man wall there. Whipped in now by, now it's going to be Chiquino. Chiquino is about to whip this in, right-footed. Going to curl it across the face of the penalty spot. Does so. It's a lovely ball in. Free header at the back post, but headed up and over the bar by Lorenzo Perola. Barcelona, it's quite marked to notice that they scored their goal. They were pretty much on the front foot, but all of a sudden Olympiacos have just stemmed that little tide, and Barcelona are sort of almost mentally questioning themselves. Good work by Lopez to spread the ball out now to Yamal. Yamal tries to run between two. Good covering now by Gelson Martins, just outside his own penalty area. He's got Barcelona players all the way around him, and he's almost given the ball away, but Koundé can't get his foot on it. And there's a chance here for Dani Garcia, 15 yards inside his own half, to go cross-field ball, but somebody that sat down with nobody around him. Chiquino has gone down, wearing the 22, and not looking good there. Nobody was around him. Jose Luis Mendilibar Looks as though the decision's already been made here. Looks as though Chiquinho started life with a bit of a knock, you fancy, and it hasn't quite paid off. Just getting a drone shot up here of the Olympic Stadium on the replay monitors by the side, but Chiquinho looks as though his race may well be run here. Just the one goal separating the two sides. Ferdinand Lopez, bit of miscontrol, got himself away from Ortega, slipped it to Yamal, who stepped inside one. Keeper came out, wrapped his arm around it, but the ball fell nicely for Lopez, and his shot took a double knock on its way into the back of the net, but it's Lopez's goal. It was going goalwards at every opportunity. That was 7 minutes on the clock, but since then, Barcelona have just somewhat sort of rescinded from their front foot performance, which has given Olympiacos real hope here. We're into the 30th minute. Barcelona 1, Olympiacos 0. Chiquinho is on his feet and gesticulating to his left hamstring. Barcelona's sick list is pretty extensive over on the far side of the pitch, and the first change of the match is going to be Diogo Nascimento, who is going to come on wearing the number 8. Chiquinho goes off, and the Olympiacos fans a little bit stone-faced as we get a glimpse of those on the replay monitor by the side. Halfway line, down beneath the camera vantage point here. Alejandro Balde with the ball in his hands. Referee blows his whistle to signify life is to go on again in this first 45 minutes. Cemento on for Chiquinho. Balde back to Casado. Casado with a big crossfield ball, easily headed away by Ortega for Olympiacos. Koundé heads it down. Tied up this time by Lopez and Pedri. Back to Lopez from the feet of Pedri. Driving out on that far side. Finds Yamal. Yamal back to the halfway line to Koundé. Koundé back to Kubasi, and Kubasi all the way back to Szczesny, just on the edge of his own 18-yard box. Where to my right. Plays it out to the left-sided centre half, who is Eric Garcia. Infield it goes. Nicely turned on this time to Marc Casado. Casado back to Kubasi. Back to Casado. To Koundé. Barcelona trying to have the ball at the end of their feet. A bit like a player in snooker who wants to work the cue ball around and get his cue in action in place. Barcelona just seem to be trying to get their foot on the football. Lovely diagonal this time by Eric Garcia. Finds Yamal. Across it goes into the box. Rashford is there, running in behind Red Sosu, sliding back on the floor towards his own goal. In the goal away to my left-hand side from across from Lopez, puts it up and over the crossbar. Nice play. Again, one ball. Great defending, in fairness, by Panagiotis Retsos. Corner, goal away to my left-hand side. Salakis looks out to his right, right down by the point of my left shoulder as I straddle the halfway line in my commentary position. 34 on the clock. Rashford to take. Barcelona, the night sky's getting ever darker, navy blue now. In goes the corner, and a flicked header by Jules Koundé has gone wide of the target. A bit firmer of a forehead there, and I think that was in the back of the net. Lovely corner by Rashford. Missed Eric Garcia, and straight behind him Jules Koundé couldn't get enough on it. Goal kick to Olympiacos away to my left-hand side. 34 on the clock. 1-0 Barcelona. Easy flick. We'll have a few words with his charges because the drop-off is in market, although that long kick forward by Salakis is headed out of play on his near side by Eric Garcia. Costina with the throw. As I look down at the pitch, fancy flick in the left technical area, and Jose Luis Mendilibar is in the right one. Good work by Nascimento, who's just come on as a substitution, forces Barcelona into giving a throw in away midway inside their own half, which the right back. Costina comes forward to take, throws it down into the corner. El Carpi is just ushered into the ball there by Eric Garcia. The ball comes off of his body and goes out of play. I think Ayub El Carpi thought he was going to get a free kick for that, but assistant on the near side gave it as a throw to Barcelona. Barcelona down the side of their own penalty area. Balde round the corner finds Throw Fernandez, and this time down in a heap goes Pedri. Yellow card is going to come out. The referee's brandished it, not at the man I thought he was going to brandish it. Daniel Podence was the man I thought was going to get the card, but he didn't actually get the card. You'll have to check who he brandished that at, in fairness. Eze is the man that's been yellow carded, Santiago Eze. Left Pedri in a little bit of a heap, and in fairness, if you're going to make your mark on a talented midfielder, maybe up by the opposition penalty area is not a bad shape. Pedri's back on his feet. No harm done. Balde comes forward. Free kick was a rolling ball. Referee wants it taken again. Eric Garcia, under the guise of Schneider, says go back. Garcia goes back now, plays it short to Pedri. Back to Garcia into the feet of Pedri.